Tutankhamun, the Boy King, continues to fascinate us centuries later. His story is one of intrigue, mystery, and a glimpse into the ancient world of Egypt. Born in a time of great upheaval, he ascended to the throne around the tender age of 9. Imagine a child, barely out of his early years, suddenly thrust into the role of a divine ruler. His father, Akhenaten, had shaken the very foundations of Egyptian religion. Akhenaten's reign was marked by radical changes that left the kingdom in a state of flux. Akhenaten sought to replace the traditional pantheon of gods with a single deity, the Aten, the sun disk. This monotheistic shift was revolutionary and controversial. This religious revolution caused widespread turmoil throughout Egypt. The temples of the old gods were abandoned, and the people were forced to adapt to a new way of worship. Upon Akhenaten's death, the throne passed to the young Tutankhamun. The boy king inherited not just a throne, but a kingdom in chaos. He inherited a kingdom in disarray. The once great empire was now fragmented and weakened by internal strife and external threats. The changes implemented by his father had alienated the powerful priesthood of Amun. These priests held significant influence, and their discontent posed a serious challenge to the young pharaoh. The Egyptian empire, weakened by internal strife, faced threats from neighboring empires. The stability of the region was at risk, and the young king had to navigate these treacherous waters. Tutankhamun, a mere child, faced the daunting task of restoring order and consolidating his rule. Despite his youth, he showed remarkable resilience and wisdom beyond his years. Despite his young age and the challenges he faced, Tutankhamun proved to be a capable ruler. He worked diligently to undo the damage caused by his father's radical policies. He reversed many of his father's religious reforms, appeasing the priesthood and restoring the traditional gods to their former glory. This move was crucial in regaining the support of the influential religious leaders. He commissioned new temples and monuments, breathing life back into the Egyptian economy and reasserting his authority. These constructions not only served religious purposes, but also provided employment and stability. Tutankhamun's reign, though brief, marked a return to stability and prosperity for Egypt. His efforts to restore the old ways and mend the fractured society left a lasting legacy that continues to captivate us today. Tutankhamun's relatively short reign, lasting only about 9 years, was nonetheless significant. Ascending to the throne at a very young age, he faced immense challenges and responsibilities. Despite his youth, Tutankhamun's reign marked a pivotal period in ancient Egyptian history. He worked tirelessly to undo the religious upheaval caused by his father Akhenaten, who had attempted to shift Egypt from its traditional polytheistic beliefs to the worship of a single deity, Aten. This radical change had caused significant unrest and division within the kingdom. The young king ordered the restoration of temples and cults dedicated to Amun and other traditional deities. This move was not just a religious gesture, but also a political strategy to regain the support of the powerful priesthood and the general populace who were deeply rooted in their traditional beliefs. This reconciliation with the old gods brought stability back to the kingdom. The restoration of these temples also meant the revival of the economy, as temple activities were central to the economic and social life of ancient Egypt. Beyond religious reforms, Tutankhamun also focused on re-establishing Egypt's military might. He understood that a strong military was essential for the protection and expansion of the kingdom. He launched successful campaigns against the Nubians in the south and the Hittites in the north. These military victories were crucial in securing Egypt's borders and demonstrating its power to neighboring regions. These victories helped solidify Egypt's borders and restore its international standing. Tutankhamun's diplomatic efforts also played a role in maintaining peace and fostering alliances with other powerful states of the time. Tutankhamun's reign was a time of rebuilding and restoration. His efforts to repair the damage done by his father's controversial policies were instrumental in bringing about a period of relative peace and prosperity. He successfully navigated the challenges of his young age and the turbulent legacy of his father. Despite his brief reign, Tutankhamun's impact on Egypt was profound, leaving a legacy that would be remembered for millennia. His efforts to mend the religious divide and restore Egypt's power laid the foundation for a renewed period of prosperity under later pharaohs. Tutankhamun's reign, though short, was a beacon of hope and renewal for ancient Egypt, setting the stage for future generations to build upon his achievements. Tragically, Tutankhamun's reign was cut short. He died around the age of 18 under mysterious circumstances. The cause of his death has been the subject of much speculation, with theories ranging from illness to injury to foul play. Despite his short time on the throne, Tutankhamun left a lasting impact. He successfully restored order after the tumultuous reign of his father. He revived traditional religious practices, appeased the priesthood, and reasserted Egypt's dominance in the region. His legacy, however, would be forever intertwined with the astonishing discovery of his tomb centuries later. In 1922, the world held its breath as archaeologist Howard Carter made one of the most remarkable discoveries in history: the tomb of Tutankhamun. Hidden within the Valley of the Kings, this treasure trove remained virtually untouched for over 3,000 years. Carter's meticulous work brought to light the splendor and wealth of a forgotten king. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb captured the imagination of the world. Newspapers and magazines ran sensationalized stories of ancient curses and untold riches. The public was captivated by the glimpse into the opulent world of the ancient Egyptians. Tutankhamun, once a little-known pharaoh, became an international sensation. Section 5. The Search for Tutankhamun. Howard Carter's path to Tutankhamun was long and arduous. Years of painstaking work in the Valley of the Kings, funded by the wealthy Lord Carnarvon, led him to believe that an undiscovered royal tomb lay hidden beneath the sands. His persistence paid off. In November 1922, Carter's team stumbled upon a series of steps carved into the rock. As they cleared away the rubble, they uncovered a sealed doorway. Anticipation built with each passing moment. Finally, Carter made a small opening in the doorway and peered inside. Section 6. Entering the tomb. Can you see anything? Lord Carnarvon asked eagerly, his voice filled with anticipation and excitement. Holding a candle, Carter peered into the darkness beyond the doorway. The flickering light cast eerie shadows on the ancient walls, revealing glimpses of what lay within. Yes, he replied breathlessly, wonderful things. His eyes widened with amazement as he took in the sight before him. The scene that greeted them was breathtaking. The antechamber was filled with an array of ancient treasures, each piece more magnificent than the last. The antechamber filled with treasures hinted at the riches that lay within the tomb's inner chambers. Gold artifacts, intricate jewelry, and statues of deities adorned the room. Tutankhamun's tomb was a dazzling spectacle of gold, ebony, and precious stones. The craftsmanship and artistry of the ancient Egyptians were on full display. Unlike many other royal tombs that had been plundered in antiquity, Tutankhamun's final resting place remained remarkably intact. This preservation allowed for a unique and comprehensive study of the burial practices of the time. The sheer volume and quality of the artifacts stunned the world and provided an unprecedented glimpse into the burial practices and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. Each artifact told a story, revealing the opulence and reverence with which the young pharaoh was buried. Inside the tomb, Carter and his team discovered a treasure trove of artifacts. Golden chariots, gilded furniture, alabaster vessels, and intricately carved statues filled the chambers. These objects, intended to accompany Tutankhamun on his journey to the afterlife, revealed the exquisite craftsmanship and artistic sensibilities of his era. Among the most iconic objects recovered from the tomb is Tutankhamun's golden funerary mask. This stunning artifact, with its inlaid semi-precious stones and serene expression, has become an enduring symbol of ancient Egypt. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb sent shockwaves through the world of archaeology. It provided invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian burial practices, religious beliefs, and artistic traditions. The wealth of artifacts offered a unique window into the life and times of the young pharaoh. Despite the wealth of information gleaned from the tomb, many questions remain unanswered. The exact circumstances surrounding Tutankhamun's death remain a mystery. Ongoing research and advances in scientific analysis continue to shed light on the life and legacy of this enigmatic pharaoh. Tutankhamun's story continues to capture our imaginations. His tomb, a time capsule from a distant past, reminds us of the grandeur and sophistication of ancient Egyptian civilization. The boy king who ruled for a fleeting moment in time has become an enduring symbol of a lost world. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb sparked a renewed interest in ancient Egypt. It inspired generations of archaeologists, historians, and artists, fueling our desire to unravel the mysteries of the past. Tutankhamun's legacy extends far beyond the confines of his tomb, serving as a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and the allure of the ancient world.